This video is a course overview which will include a brief description of Config Manager and what you'll learn in the course. We'll also describe the target audience and let you know what you'll need to follow the course. So what will you learn in this course? You'll learn how to plan and install the Config Manager infrastructure. We'll discuss design decisions that must be made before we install a Config Manager site. We'll then see how to use the easy setup process to upgrade to the latest current branch version. Then you'll learn how to get started with Config Manager. We'll look at the Config Manager console and configure boundaries and discovery methods. After we discuss how to install the Config Manager client, we'll create collections to manage compliance and hardware and software inventory. We'll then spend some time discussing role-based administration and how to secure the Config Manager environment. And finally, we'll look at Config Manager reporting and site maintenance. Configuration Manager is the industry leader in systems management. The solution provides comprehensive management of servers, desktops, and mobile devices. Some of the features we can deploy include patch management, operating system deployment, software distribution, inventory, and remote control. The course is a beginner-level tutorial on Config Manager. It will help administrators to get started with this powerful solution. No prior knowledge of Config Manager is required. You should, however, have a working knowledge of server and desktop operating systems with a good understanding of networking technologies. The course will include video demonstrations of many of the steps to deploy and use Config Manager in a lab environment. So, what will you need to follow the course? It would be useful for you to create a lab in advance so that you can follow along. It's straightforward to create a virtual lab on a Windows 10 laptop, for example, using Hyper-V. You'll need to deploy a domain controller with DNS and DHCP. You'd also need access to the following software. You can get evaluation copies of these. You'll need Windows Server 2012 R2 or 2016. You'll need SQL Server 2014, the Windows Assessment and Deployment Kit, or the ADK, for Windows 10, and System Center Configuration Manager Current Branch 1606. In the next course of this series, we'll implement many of the common Config Manager features, such as software distribution, software updates, operating system deployment, endpoint protection, and mobile device management.